Since Jasmine decided to copy Nara Smith, I think it's only appropriate if we have microwave food reviews with Gino. Welcome back, Wet Socks. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I'll tell you what, Jasmine's been posting some really awful things about me online, and in this video, we're going to have to set the record straight. I don't give a single frick if I violate my NDA anymore.
I'm hungry.
This is the gnocchi alla Fonzantina. It's been in my family for generations. It's from Trader Joe's, and if you guys play your cards right, I might make you a more complex traditional Italian meal like celery and carrots with ranch. So what we're gonna do here is, if we read the instructions on the back, it says, place frozen gnocchi and sauce in microwave safe dish. Heat on high for 4 minutes. It's 4. Stir gently and continue to microwave until gnocchi and sauce melt together and warm throughout about 3 minutes longer. Very simple instructions, you know. Jasmine gave me her gnocchi, but it only cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars and 5 years of mental trauma. So that's great. And let's get started, shall we? A logical person would use scissors, but I prefer a knife because Jasmine threatened me with a knife. Let's not forget about that. Wow. Look at how good that looks, guys. Oh, shit. Look at how good that looks, guys. Ah. Ah. My malnourished elbow. I have harmed myself. It can be very dangerous making microwave meals in the kitchen, especially when you're a sickly looking grown-up fetus. Jasmine recently posted on Instagram, all the tears I wasted on him were the wettest he's ever made me. What a waste of time. That's not what you said when you were sucking on my feet, Jasmine.
I do love his feet. I love sucking his toes. The dirtiest, the better, because they are the tastier. When the toes are dirty, they taste like cheese. By tasting Gino's toes, it's high quality cheese, you know? And it's like, I miss that flavor so much.
Yeah, you see the way that she was talking about licking and sucking on my feet? Does that sound like someone that wasn't wet? I'm sure her socks were wet socks. In her divine feminine energy, she said that the intercourse between us was great. Was it rare because I have issues in that department, which is why I brought the blue pills? Yeah, but she knew that from the beginning of the relationship. Nevertheless, she had no complaints when I was paying for everything.
It's good stuff.
Oh, would you look at that? The first 4 minutes are done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open up the microwave. We're going to stir the food around and then put it back in there for 3 minutes. Follow me and let's stir up the food. Oh, doesn't that just sound lovely? Do you hear that? Is it giving you the tingles? It kind of sounds like when Matt's baby mama was on my johns for years. And my feet. And what else? We don't even know. She's ratchet. Oh, that sauce is delicious. It tastes just like my Nonna used to make back in Michigan, the birthplace of all Italians. It's traditional Italian food at Trader Joe's for around $4. You can't beat that. What a deal, what a bargain. Follow me. Yeah, get an inside view of this. There's an explosion of flavor, quite literally exploded. I'm gonna have to clean that because I live alone now. It's so hot. I hope I don't burn myself. Oh, the gumminess. The chewiness. You know what? I give that 8 out of 10. Because it is lacking a little bit of flavor. I don't think it's saucy enough for me. So if you have marinara on the side, I would recommend adding that. Eat your heart out, Jasmine. We all know how you like to be fed. What do I say about it? Absolute cinema. Round of applause for Gino. I can't believe he agreed to be in today's video. You know, some of these cast members that go on the show charge around $15, $25 to show their feet. We show our feet for free. And by we, I mean me and Gino, me impersonating Gino, whatever. Let's get the details. So we got to talk real quick about episode 6 of Happily Ever After. I wanted to give you guys something funny before we talk about it because it was a very loaded episode, especially the end, the birthday party. Oh my gosh, I was horrified watching it because once again, we're getting gaslit as an audience by the producers, by Jasmine, by Gino's family. I'll tell you what, Michelle is a stinky, dirty Jasmine slave if I've ever seen one.
I was meaning to ask, you know I'm friends with Jasmine, right? I understand that, yes.
Not only Michelle, but Gino's other family members weren't even putting in any effort to get to know Natalie, Gino's new bae. They couldn't wait to segue the conversation into talking about Jasmine and his relationship with Jasmine.
Gino, what's the deal with you and Jasmine? I mean, you guys just actually went out and had dinner, not that last week.
And you know what, you guys? I actually felt bad for Natalie because even if she is a TLC plant, no one deserves to be treated that way. Jasmine came out off rip, calling her a hooker, a slut, a whore, yada, yada, yada. It was the projection of the century. But after that, she pushed her. She physically assaulted this woman. And then when they were breaking up the fight, Jasmine at one point tried to grab her, tried to eye gouge her, it looked like. And she's getting escorted out by a big buff security guard. Jasmine's the one that started that altercation in the first place. I'll tell you what, you guys, really crummy of Gino to put Natalie in that situation from the beginning. You already are going into this knowing that your family has this weird obsession and allegiance to Jasmine, not you.
I didn't do it. I'm going home.
Are you okay?
No. Everybody. Jesus Christ. I take time out of my week to come here. You invite me to a birthday party.
Right.
And then she comes.
I'm not surprised it happened because let's not forget on the Last Resort Season 2 tell-all, she assaulted Rob twice and got called Cinderella by the femcel producer for doing so. Anyone else would get the cops called on them, but if you're the lead telenovela actress for TLC and you're the Dirty Bird's replacement, you know, she's the Panamanian Dirty Bird, then it's okay. You know, there's no repercussions for acting like a violent nutcase. And I'm watching this and I'm thinking to myself, at what point is enough enough? You know, they are so out of touch with what the audience wants to see. No one wants to see this. If anything, it's rage bait because we already know that Jasmine and Gino's storyline is scripted. I've already gone over the timeline so many times in videos that I feel like it's repetitive. You know, I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over again.
I'm sorry that happened. Yeah, I feel like I'm walking through the gates of hell. Jasmine is a narcissistic psychopath. You know, I don't even know what to say to Natalie.
It is scary when someone's violent and coming at you and wants to attack you and is slandering your name in front of all these people. And not only that, but you feel like you're crazy. You feel like you're alone and all these other people are just allowing this to happen. Not one person stuck up for her. And forget about being immoral. It felt unhuman. You know, you would think one guy or one girl would have enough dignity to say, hey, this is not okay. You can't act like that.
Oh my God.
You show her.
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
Yeah, where did she go? Bring her. Bring her.
Guys, what are we watching? I'm infuriated. I feel like we're in opposite land. Jasmine was able to bring the guy that she cheated on her husband with, that's been banging her guts out, and now she has a baby with that guy, her anchor baby Matilda. She abandoned 2 sons in Panama, one of which has special needs, but boy oh boy, she sure loves to pretend like it's her first time being a mom on social media. Check out my baby with lighter features. My baby has blue eyes.
She's a prostitute. She's standing by a man that is married. It's my husband. I have the rings. And she thinks that she can come here and take everything away from me.
It was disrespectful for Jasmine to show up to this party with Matt. This is Gino's family function. It's not her family. She abandoned her family in Panama. It seems like his whole family has parked their morals to the side for the TLC film opportunity because they want to be on television. Even Matt, he used to be a valet at a strip club, and that was exposed by Kiki and Kibitz. And the women that knew Matt said that he's wanted to be famous for a very long time. He was a struggling actor for years.
Tara, you got to spill it. Okay, so you know Matt.
Yeah, he's got a twin brother. They worked at a bar that I worked at forever. Right. And I would just hang out in the ballet booth with them every night for like an hour or two until my ride was there. Honestly, I was surprised he was with Jasmine because he is a sweet guy. But then I was like, oh yeah, he was trying to be an actor. So like that failed. Next thing, Jasmine. Because he gets his TV time.
Yeah, of course. And now he jumped on the 90-day fiance train with Jasmine, and
that's not gonna last long. I don't see him putting up with her that long.
Like, how is his personality? I mean,
his twin is a lot. Like, he's chill and he was always very sweet, but the twin is the sweeter one.
And I'm sure that when they met at Planet Fitness and started clapping cheeks, she was saying a whole bunch of bad things about Gino to Matt. And it's obvious by how Matt has this very negative outlook on Gino, saying things like, Gino hasn't done anything for you. I've done the most for you. Dude, you got a completely different version of Jasmine than the one that Gino got. Gino got the version of Jasmine where she was already thinking, I'm going to use this simp for everything he has. I'm going to come to the United States of America. He's going to help me get to where I want to be in life. He's going to pay for my apartment in Panama, in one of the nicest parts of Panama. And I'm going to invite my ex/customer Dane over, and he's going to drill me, and this simp's going to pay for it. Fast forward, what's happening? She wants to invent a whole fake storyline and expects us all to just consume this bullshit and go along with the fake storyline. But what does she want now? She wants favorable terms for herself, the most favorable, the most optimal terms for herself. She wants to have this relationship with Matt and save face to the audience, all while Gino picks up the tab and doesn't make a fuss, doesn't try to get her deported, because she wants to remain in the United States of America. You know, those of us that are familiar with the 90-day lore, not the casuals, remember when Jasmine Panetta was going on all these rants, hootering and hollering about how she loves Panama so much. It's the best city ever, Panama City, and she loves it there, and she's not using him for a green card. She doesn't want to come to America. Now she won't leave. She refuses to leave. She had an anchor baby for that purpose because she doesn't want to leave. And she posts all these stories about how it's so rude and unfair that people persecute me because I'm an immigrant. That's not why. It's because you used underhanded means and committed marriage fraud to come to the United States of America, to reside in our country. And everyone's starting to wake up and look at shit like this and say, this is unacceptable. Because you don't see me moving over there to Brazil and doing the most underhanded shit to live there. Like, let's say, hypothetically, I entered a relationship with a woman in Brazil and I pulled a Jasmine Panetta. I cheated on her after only a couple months of being legally married in Brazil. And then I had a baby with another girl. When's the Independence Day for Brazil? I believe it's in September. I could be wrong about that. But on that country's Independence Day. And let's not forget, Brazil's a very proud nation. You know, I go on a lot of videos and people say love from Brazil and I see the Brazilian flag. I see a lot of comments like that. So on Brazil's national holiday, I post a picture of me holding the flag of the United States of America. I'm sure you get beat up there. You know, like, you can't do that. You can't shit on someone's national holiday and make it all about your bullshit immigration story because you want to be defended by the other illegal immigrants. You know, like, it's funny because I look at Jasmine Panetta, regardless of your politics, regardless of where you're at, you can look at her and say, that's a chameleon that panders to certain communities because she wants the support from them. But she's not legit. You know, she used to be this spicy Latina mommy, and that's her persona on the reality TV show. Now she's trying to be like Nara Smith. What's that about? She looks at something that's going viral or something that's popular and then tries to latch on to that personality type, embody that, become that. And now she's talking about spirituality and healing and all this other bullshit. Dude, if you were a healed person, you wouldn't move the way you do. You wouldn't have abandoned your family in Panama. You would talk about your son, JC. Yada, yada, yada. I could go on and talk about this all day. Bottom line, she's not healed. She's a chameleon. She's not a nice girl. And the network covers for her because they have their own agenda that they're pushing. Yeah, in our next video, Socks, I'm going to talk more about the other couples. I'm excited to talk about Agnon and Tiger Lily because what's that about? First of all, what's your name, Tiger Lily? Are we going by Peter Pan names now? Are you guys going to call me Rufio? Rufio, Rufio, Rufio. Oh, hey.